Welcome to another episode of Ecom Hacker TV. And if you're looking to boost your traffic over this holiday season, if you are tired of your ads not making you money, right, not getting any social engagement, right, if you want to actually create a profit from your paid advertising, it's important that you have scroll stopping creatives, right? If you don't, everything's going to get a lot more expensive and it's going to be a lot harder to get the results that you're looking for. Luckily, today I'm going to break down some of the elements of top converting, scroll stopping ad creatives that are going to help you print money this holiday season. Does that sound good? Make sure you watch the entire episode today because I'm going to be dropping some resources. I'm going to be showing you some examples of scroll stopping creatives, and we have some more goodies coming your way to make sure that this is your most profitable Q4 ever, right? So for those of you that are a little bit new here, my name is Mike Ayo. I created this group, all right? And I have a couple different e-commerce brands, one of which is called Blunt Power Air Freshener. We'll be looking at a couple of our ads today to show you guys some examples there, all right? But boom, you can see with our brand here. Again, this is us. We sell air fresheners and incense. All right. And you can see in the last 12 months, we've done over $450,000 in sales. So as I break some of this stuff down, it's not some random guy on Facebook just talking. It's because I live this life and I know how much testing that we've done. I know how much we have invested into traffic and acquisition and leveraging paid media. And that's why I want to help you guys really understand creative, right? You see, the big issue that folks have run into is before the big iOS changes, right? It was much more about targeting. That was the secret with these social media platforms, right? It was a lot like how Google is an intent-based intent-based search platform. People would type it in and it will show them results matching what they're typing in. Intent-based. Before the big tracking fiasco, Facebook, Instagram used to work the same type of a way. Right? It knew so much about a person that it could laser target your ad creatives to the person that is either looking for it or has the highest affinity towards it. So before, you could get by with mediocre creatives, right? Trash creatives, right? Just doing a random picture with a white background online and thinking that's going to work. All right, because the targeting was so dialed in. But now that targeting is not as dialed in. They can't perfectly match your creative with the perfect person the way that they used to before. And that's why ad performance fell off the cliff for a lot of people, because they didn't know how to evolve and they didn't know how to adapt, right? If that makes sense to you, right, give me a thumbs up. Right? Give me a thumbs up in the chat if that makes sense, right? Before, when social media networks knew everything about you, they could target even the most mediocre ads with maximum precision. And because it was so well targeted, you could get results. Now it's not like that anymore, right? That's why it's important to shift your strategy. So what are we shifting to? Creatives. Now your creatives mean more than anything, even more so than your targeting. Why? Because these platforms can really only operate with what is happening on their platform. So they know what people engage with. They know what people watch. They know what gets a rise out of their audience, because the goal of the platform is to keep someone on the platform so they can sell more ads, right? So that's why it's so important to put time into your creatives. If you are going to be running paid ads, then it's incredibly important that your creatives stop people in the feed and get them going in the right direction. That's why we're going to break down some of these things today, right? You guys ready for that? Hopefully we got some thumbs up in the chat, right? Make sure you like this stream, right? So we can help more folks in the group see it, right? If you have friends that are store owners, make sure you invite them to this group because of the value bombs that we drop in here pretty much every single week, right? And right now I'm about to pull back the curtain and reveal some of the ad strategies that helped us do over $400,000 in sales last year, right? So you can shortcut your success. You ready? You ready? Put that fire emoji in the chat if you're ready. All right, whether you're watching this live or whether you're watching the hashtag replay, drop those fire emojis in the chat. We're about to break down exactly how to put together scroll stopping creatives. Let's do it. Boom. Right. So a couple things, even before we start talking about like what the creators are, what they look like, etc. I will be showing you some examples. First off, who are you showing your ads to? No, again, I'm not necessarily talking about the targeting, right? I'm talking about the person. Who is your customer avatar? Do you know? One of the reasons I won't necessarily down drop shipping, but I'm not a big fan of like general store drop shippers because that will sell whatever's hot because you have no concept of who your customer avatar is. And that's why it's hard to be consistent with a business model like that. Versus if you know who your customer is, you can continue serving them products, right? And continue to drop new stuff on that same person that scratches that same itch. So it's important before you even think about running ads that you understand who your customer is, right? Who is your customer avatar? What do they love? What do they hate? Right? What do they love? What do they hate? We sell the things that they love to them. We sell against the things that they hate. You're going to see a lot of these elements in these ads that we're going to look at in a moment. Right? But it's really important before you even try to go down this path that you understand who you're talking to. Right? What specific person would be like, oh yeah, that's me. And if you do a good job of talking to that person, honestly, you can run ads with no targeting because your creative will call out to them. It will trigger engagement, and the social media platforms will keep serving this person your stuff because they engage with your ads, right? Customer avatar, most important step. Step number two, right? You got to make sure that your ads look native to the platform, right? If you're trying to run ads on TikTok and your stuff looks super polished like an agency created for you, well, that doesn't look like it belongs on the platform, right? When it comes to even like Facebook and Instagram, if your ad looks like super like salesy, right? It's an image and there's just all type of this is on sale and 50% off and all this text on the screen. That doesn't look like something that someone would share on the platform. So someone's going to scroll right past and be like, ad, right? Ads that look native, what that means is it looks like they belong there. So someone's not going to automatically scroll right past your creative because it looks like an ad, right? And you need a hook, right? Something to draw your customers in, right? It's not just about, is it on sale? Is it amazing? It's not just about that. Like, why should someone care? What's going to capture their attention? Like what, I need an angle. I need a hook. I need something to, right, pop out to me. And you're going to notice that in each of these ads that we're going to break down, that there's a hook, there's an angle, there's something to capture that person's attention and reel them on in. That's what we're doing there, right? So incredibly important that your ads have a hook to capture attention and draw folks in, right? You need a hook, super, super key, right? Major key alert right there, right? So you guys ready to see some ads? Yeah? All right, let's take a look. Let's see what we got going on here. Boom. All right. So I wanted to show you guys some examples of the 4 ad angles that we used to make over 400K in sales last year, right? We have examples of each of these. I've used each of these and with multiple brands. You'll see now that you've seen, once you see what these look like, you're going to start seeing them in your feed all the time because you're going to recognize what you're looking at now, right? Key skill here, right? So first angle we used is the problem solution angle, right? So problem solution angles are really good because it starts with the pain. It starts with the pain of what someone has. So if they can identify with that pain, then that's them raising their hand. Oh, that's me. Oh, I know how that feels. Oh, I know that embarrassment. Oh, I know that pain. Oh, I know that itchy skin. Oh, I know that dry scalp. Oh, I know that, you know, I don't like the options that I have to wear, or I don't look at them, looking good in them. I don't feel flattering, right? Problem. And then you can introduce your product as a solution to that problem, right? So let's show you a couple examples of like a problem solution style ad, right? So one brand that does this really, really good is Eczema Honey, right? Eczema Honey does a fantastic job of calling out the problem and then presenting the solution. Problem. Do you have eczema? Do you know someone with eczema? Yes. There's no way to cure it. You can only manage it. Problem. All right. So what just happened here? Problem. If you don't have that problem, you don't care. But if you do have that problem, I'm paying attention. Then it explains what the solution is and how the solution works, right? How the solution works so that it makes sense. And oh, okay. And then hammer in the benefits. And then even more importantly, it has a call to action at the end. How many of you guys have tried running ads and not having a call to action in it? You got to tell someone what to do next, right? So fantastic problem solution style ad here from Eczema Honey. Another example that we used with Blunt Power, and my goodness, man, like we got a ton of social proof on this one. We ran it for years, right? And it is a problem solution ad. Now, I had to edit it just a little bit because Facebook eventually clamped down on us. The original one had even more social proof on it, but I'll play it. So right there, I'm talking about we had there was a scene where the background was kind of full of smoke, right? So insinuating, right? We'll just say that, but clear problem. Right? So problem in a situation and you have unexpected visitor, whether you just got done cooking, whether you just got done whatever, whether you just got done fornicating, whatever, right? Whatever, right? And you need to destroy foul odors fast. Got a solution. Right? So problem, solution, right? And we had a hook that captured the attention of folks. And we got a ton of comments because a lot of people were kind of in on the joke. So again, understanding your customer avatar. We know because of the name of our brand that we have to jump through certain hoops, and we know who our people are. We know that they are a more humorous bunch. We know that they'll pick up on the inside jokes, right? So that's why that avatar piece is important. Right. Another really, really powerful ad angle is the before and after, right? Before and after. So before is a good because before and after, because it's similar to the problem solution, but instead it kind of takes them on that transformational journey. So again, you start with the pain the same way the problem solution is, but it's like you're helping them visualize exactly what that pain is, and then visualize what life is like on the other side of that. Here's where I'm struggling now, or here's where someone else is struggling. Here's what life could be like if that problem went away. What makes the problem go away? Ding, 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 ding. Your product, right? So let's take a look at an example of some before and after, right? Boom, boom. And again, Eczema Honey, very, very good with like the kind of before and after because they really go into where people are starting, right? There's one where she had just really bad skin. Let me see if I can pull it up for you guys. Life before, life after. Life, my skin is red and itchy. It burns. After, it's clear. It's the pain is gone. My life has changed, right? Give your skin the love it deserves. Another good company good at the before and after is Prose, right? So let's take a look at this one here, right? You can even see in the ad thumbnail how they do like the before and after imagery, right? Day 1, day 25. This is a really good example of a before and after. The best ads, at least for direct response, for generating sales, right? Have a person damn near sold by the time they arrive on your offer page, right? By the time they arrive on your offer page. So, an ad like this, where you can clearly outline, okay, this is what life is like before, this is what life is like after, and someone is like, yeah, that after sounds pretty good, right? How do I get that? This is how you get it. Oh, yeah. Okay, I want that. Yes, there's a 50% off offer, right? Hey, fantastic, right? That's your first order. There's a good acquisition style offer because it talks to someone that is struggling in the before and it's giving them a path to the after. You want the after first. Then when you find out that the after is 50% off, now you want that 50% off versus if someone is just like 50% off and you're like, I mean, so what? Right? You don't care yet. But if you can communicate what the before and after is like to them, now they care, right? Fantastic example of a before and after, right? And you'll see they go to that well a ton, right? There is a ton of stuff where they'll do like, again, the before and after, right? Before and after. Find out exactly what your hair needs to go from this to this. First thing you do, take our free quiz. Right? Then over to our next example would be like a how to, right? A how to ad where it almost doesn't feel like an ad. How to's are really talking to someone about like how to get a solution or how to do something. It doesn't necessarily feel like an ad. And that's so you can get a high amount of engagement. We do this a ton with our pain relief supplement called See More Life. All right. So here we just literally have the doctor, right? We have a little bit of social proof commentary, and it starts off with a doc literally taking a couple minutes. What? That's a hook. And the reason it's a doc in his doctor's office, and we intentionally wanted to make it not look super done up. So people don't think, oh, there's a marketer. It's literally a doctor talking to you, telling you, hey, people have been treating something the wrong way for 50 years. What the hell do you mean? I'm going to keep on watching. And then right? Goes through and just breaks down a couple things that they can do to help them heal chronic aches and pains a natural way. And then the last one is our See More Life pain relief supplement, right? So here's how to do something, and here's a shortcut. These are how-tos are fantastic ways to get someone excited about an outcome before you move them on over to your offer itself, right? Another example would be this. Yikes. So how do I heal chronic aches and pains all naturally? Let me break down the ways. One of the easiest ways is our long-lasting pain relief supplement, right? Again, these are kind of longer because we draw people in to just get them listening to the doc. It's a doctor talking to you about what's going on in your body, right? How-tos can be fantastic. Again, skincare, hair care, supplements, right? Anything in those verticals, how-tos can be fantastic for you. And then the social proof mashup, right? Where you can take different videos, and a lot of you guys even have stuff like where you have customers, supporters, just getting them to say something positive about your product or your brand on camera. And then what do? Yeah, mash it together, right? In like a TikTok editor or CapCut, something like that. You mash it up, you mash it tough, right? And then you have just assets for days, right? So here's an example of an ad that we use where I just splice some different social proof videos together. Bang, there's my call to action, right? Social proof mashup. Take different videos, squash it together, give me a call to action at the end, and now I've got an ad. This ad, I've gone to this well so many times and just changed the end screen because it works, right? And it helps you use the videos and content that you have and extend the use of them, right? So those are 4 different ad angles that you can use, right? And again, they don't all have to be a video format. Like before and after can literally just be like an image, half and half, all right? But these all have hooks. These all have unique angles designed to stop someone in the feed and call out to my target avatar. So that way I can use more broad general interests, right? And that's going to lower my CPMs, which is how much it costs to show to 1,000 people, which means your ads get cheaper because the creative is higher quality and because you have like less targeting bolted on top of it, right? That's how that works. So the better your ad does at stopping people in the feed and calling out to your target avatar, the cheaper the ad is going to be for you to run and the more effective it's going to be for you to use, right? So boom, that's how you create ads that are going to stop people in the feed, right? Want to know how to do that for yourself? I have a cheat sheet for you, right? We have our top 25 high converting ads cheat sheet, right? If you want a copy of that, type cheat sheet into the chat right now, right? Type cheat sheet if you want our swipe file of top 25 e-com ads, right? Send that right on over to you. That way you'll have some more inspiration to help you come up with some really high quality creatives, right? So that's going to help folks get over to your store and be pretty juiced up by the time they make it. Then what? Well, obviously we got to convert that traffic into cash, right? So what are the keys to converting the clicks into cash? 1, your landing page must match, your landing page must match the ad, right? If they see people in an ad and they come to a page without people, I feel a disconnect. If you show one product in an ad and then you send me to, I don't know, your homepage that doesn't show the thing that they were just looking at, disconnect, right? If we have different colors in the ad and they land on the page and it's completely different colors, different products, different name, different branding, disconnect, disconnect, disconnect. And that is going to hurt your conversion rate, right? Having an optimized Mafia offer, right? So, okay, boom, you've just landed here for the first time. If you want someone to potentially convert, right? 1, they have to want the thing, they have to want the thing, they have to want the thing. 2, why should I do it now? Why should I do it now? What type of an offer are you making me, right? Subscribe to my list. Why would I subscribe to your list? Make me an offer. Buy something now. Why should I buy something now as opposed to later? Make me an offer. You want to make sure that your store, your offer is optimized to get the maximum amount of 100 people to do what you want them to do, right? That's what your conversion rate is, right? Out of 100 people, how many of them do what you want them to do? That's going to give you a percentage. The more optimized your store or offer is to convert people, the higher this percentage is, the more money you'll make out of every 100 clicks. The more 100 clicks you can buy with scroll stopping creatives. So you need to be able to convert that. And then, of course, you want to have follow-up systems in place, right? The vast majority of people will not buy today. What is your plan for that? What is your plan for that? The vast majority of people that see your brand the first time will not trust you. That's why it takes an average of 7 impressions for someone to even feel comfortable doing business with you. That's been the historic number. It might even be worse than that today because of all the social media and online noise that people sift through on a daily basis, right? Those follow-up systems and the additional touch points after they see that scroll stopping ad. If we don't have that, we're betting it all on the first date. And if you're always betting it all on the first date, you're gonna have a hard time getting into a relationship. And that's what e-commerce is, building profitable relationships online, right? So again, we've talked about the keys to scroll stopping creatives. We've gone over some examples of ad angles that are stopping the scroll right now, giving you some different templates that you can use. All right. And then we've talked about the keys to converting those clicks into cash for your business this holiday season. So if you have some questions about your advertising strategy, or you're not sure if your store or your offer is ready to go, right? If you don't have any sort of follow-up systems that are in place right now, or the systems that we have right now are trash, or they're not performing well, and we know that, right? Type strategy into the chat. We'll set up a strategy session with you guys to take a look at your ads, your store, your offers, talk about what you have going on, and give you some insight on how to turn that around. Because this holiday season is going to be, there's going to be more money spent this holiday season online than ever before. How do I know that? Because that was the case last year, and the year before that, and the year before that, because e-commerce is only booming, e-commerce is only growing, and I want to make sure that you can ride the wave, and you can take part in this e-commerce gold rush the same way so many of your peers are doing the same way, right? So again, if you want our ad swipe file, right, type in cheat sheet. And if you want someone to actually go over your ads, take a look at your store, your offers with you, type in strategy session, we'll reach out, get you on a quick call, and take it from there, right? Work smart, not hard, right? And remember, I'm not the e-com hacker. You're the e-com hacker. You're the one looking at stuff like this, trying to shortcut your success, trying to use the different resources that exist to better your business. And I believe in you. And I'll see you in the Traffic and Conversions group. Y'all have a great day.